Evolution of the MacBook, 1989 to 2022. Hey, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something that's been a game changer in the tech world, the MacBook. If you've ever owned one, you know just how iconic this device is. But have you ever wondered how it all started? From its humble beginnings in 2006 to the powerhouse laptops we have today. The MacBook has evolved in some pretty incredible ways. We're talking about sleek designs, insane performance upgrades, and the jaw-dropping shift to Apple's own M1 chips. So, grab your coffee, sit back, and let's take a look at how the MacBook has evolved over the years, and where it might go next. The early years, Macintosh laptop, 1989. In 1989, Apple made waves in the tech world with the Macintosh Portable, while most of us were still trying to figure out VCRs. Apple introduced a 16-pound machine that wasn't sleek but was a glimpse into the future of portable computing. Back then, laptops were clunky and mainly used by business professionals. But Apple wasn't just thinking about portability. They were designing a new way for us to interact with technology. The Macintosh Portable was powered by a Motorola 68000 processor and featured a 9.8-inch grayscale LCD screen, which, though basic by today's standards, was cutting edge for its time. It wasn't perfect, though. The device weighed a hefty 16 pounds, making it more of a portable idea than a truly everyday device. At the time, most laptops were heavy and impractical for daily use, but the Mac Portable was Apple's attempt to change that. Selling for $7.300 back in 1989, over $15 today when adjusted for inflation, the Mac Portable was a premium product. For that price, you got a 10-hour battery life, which was extraordinary at the time. Other laptops couldn't even dream of that kind of endurance. Still, despite the great battery life, the bulkiness of the design made it more of a laptop you can carry than one you'd actually want to carry every day. On the inside, the Mac Portable ran Mac OS 6.0.7 with a 16 MHz Motorola 68000 processor. This setup was decent for the time, offering improved performance compared to other laptops. The design was classic Macintosh, with clean lines, a stylish enclosure, and a built-in trackball, which later evolved into the modern trackpad. It also featured a full-sized keyboard, a luxury compared to the cramped keyboards found on many competitors' laptops. But the real standout feature was the battery life. You see, while other portable computers of the era relied on power-hungry designs that drained batteries in hours, the Mac Portable's battery was able to last all day. That was a major selling point, and it helped set Apple apart from the competition. In an era where most laptops needed to be plugged in at the nearest outlet within a few hours, Apple's ability to provide a battery that lasted up to 10 hours was a glimpse of the future we'd come to expect from all our devices. The launch of the original MacBook, 2006. When talking about the development of the MacBook, we cannot forget 2006, a significant milestone in Apple's history. At that time, Apple decided to create a new product, a laptop for ordinary consumers. Those who wanted to own a quality device but did not need to spend as much money as on the expensive MacBook Pro. That is the MacBook, the product that has become legendary in the world of laptops. To understand why the MacBook had such a significant breakthrough, we need to go back a bit to the year 2006. Apple is in the process of transitioning from the PowerPC processor line to Intel, which has significant implications for the development of all Apple computer products, especially the MacBook. The Intel processor not only delivers more powerful performance but also allows Apple to support the Windows operating system running in parallel. A highly attractive feature for users who cannot give up Windows. With the MacBook, Apple has not only created a laptop but also taken an important step in its strategy to expand its user base. The MacBooks are designed with an elegant and lightweight appearance, yet they are incredibly sturdy, providing a premium feel without being overly ostentatious. When the MacBook was launched in May 2006, the first standout feature was its distinctive Apple design, with an exterior made of white polycarbonate. This MacBook is not only lightweight but also very durable. Surely, those who have ever used the first-generation MacBook cannot forget the feeling of holding this machine. It is neither too thick nor too thin. And it certainly provides a perfect sensation for the user. Another noteworthy point is the 13.3-inch screen, which has an extremely sharp and vibrant resolution. Compared to other laptops in the same segment at that time, the MacBook screen was not only bright but also produced clear colors, with details down to each pixel. This is the first step Apple has taken to incorporate excellent image standards into its product line, which will continue to develop in the company's future laptop models. In terms of performance, the MacBook runs on an Intel Core Duo 1.83 GHz processor, powerful enough to meet basic needs such as web browsing, text editing, and playing some light games. Although the initial RAM capacity was only 512 megabytes, the Mac OS X Tiger operating system was extremely optimized and smooth, causing users to rarely experience lagging issues. Meanwhile, Windows computers at that time were still struggling with operating systems like Windows XP or Vista, causing users a lot of inconvenience. Stepping into 2007, Apple made a major upgrade to the MacBook, replacing the polycarbonate plastic casing with a unibody aluminum shell, a significant improvement that provided a much more premium feel. With a unibody structure, the MacBook becomes thinner, lighter, and especially more durable. This is also when the aluminum casing design began to become an indispensable feature in all of Apple's computer lines. From the MacBook Pro to the later MacBook Air. MacBook Pro, the professional laptop, 2006. When Apple introduced the MacBook Pro in 2006, it wasn't just another laptop, it was a game changer. Designed specifically for professionals, this machine combined power and design, making it clear that Apple was serious about dominating the creative market. At the heart of the MacBook Pro was the Intel Core Duo processor, which allowed it to deliver blazing speeds compared to its predecessors. Creative professionals, like video editors, photographers, and graphic designers, found that the new MacBook Pro could handle demanding tasks like 3D rendering and video editing without breaking a sweat. The switch from PowerPC processors to Intel chips also meant users could now run Windows alongside macOS, broadening the laptop's appeal even further. The aluminum unibody construction gave the MacBook Pro a sleek, premium feel, unlike anything on the market at the time. The 15.4-inch LED backlit display offered stunning visuals, with crisp details and accurate colors, essential for professionals working in creative fields. The addition of the illuminated keyboard made working in low-light environments a breeze, while the MagSafe power connector ensured the laptop stayed safe even if the cord was accidentally tugged. What really set the MacBook Pro apart, though, was its ability to handle multitasking with ease. With 1 GB of RAM, expandable to 2 GB, and fast processing speeds, it could run demanding creative software smoothly, making it the go-to machine for professionals who needed power and portability. MacBook Air, the first ultra-thin laptop, 2008. When Apple unveiled the MacBook Air in 2008, it wasn't just another laptop release, it was a revolution. At just 0.16 inches thick at its thinnest point, the MacBook Air became the first truly ultra-thin laptop, setting a new standard for portability and design in the tech world. Steve Jobs himself introduced it in his signature style, by pulling it out of an envelope. It was a showstopper moment that left the crowd in awe. But what made the MacBook Air truly groundbreaking wasn't just its size, it was how Apple completely redefined what a laptop could be. Despite its slim profile, the MacBook Air didn't skimp on performance. It came equipped with an Intel Core 2 Duo processor, 2 GB of RAM, and a 13.3-inch display, making it a formidable option for anyone looking for a thin yet capable machine. However, the biggest trade-off was its limited storage. It initially came with a 64 GB solid-state drive (SSD), which was a big leap compared to the traditional hard drives found in most laptops at the time. The design was the star of the show. Apple's use of aluminum unibody construction not only gave it a sleek, high-end feel but also contributed to its durability and lightness. At only 3 pounds, the MacBook Air was a dream for anyone on the go, and it quickly gained a reputation as the ultimate travel laptop for professionals, students, and creatives alike. The introduction of the MacBook Air marked a shift in the industry. Other companies rushed to release their own thin laptops, but none could quite match the elegance and performance Apple had crafted. Despite its compact size, the MacBook Air's screen quality, battery life, and keyboard set it apart from many of its competitors. What was truly impressive, however, was the ability to pack such a powerful experience into a package so small. While it wasn't as powerful as the MacBook Pro, it offered enough performance for day-to-day tasks like web browsing, word processing, and even some light media editing, all in a package that could fit into almost any bag. For many, it was the perfect blend of style, portability, and functionality. MacBook Air 2nd Generation, 2010, refined, powerful, and even thinner. When Apple released the 2nd Generation MacBook Air in 2010, they didn't just refine the design, they transformed it into something faster, more powerful, and even sleeker than before. The 2010 MacBook Air wasn't just an evolution, it was a major leap forward. With new features and a level of performance that took the ultra-thin laptop experience to new heights. One of the most noticeable changes was the new size options. The MacBook Air now came in two sizes: the original 13.3-inch model and a smaller 11.6-inch version. This gave users the ultimate flexibility, whether you wanted a larger screen for productivity or a super portable device for on the go. Apple had you covered. The 11-inch model, in particular, was a game-changer for travelers, weighing just 2.3 pounds and packing a lot of power into a compact frame. The design of the 2010 MacBook Air also underwent a major transformation. Apple fully embraced the idea of the solid-state drive, SSD, making it a standard feature in this model. This was a huge upgrade from the 2008 version, which had limited storage capacity. With the SSD, the 2010 MacBook Air became significantly faster, boot times were reduced, apps launched almost instantaneously, and data transfer speeds were faster than ever. The decision to ditch the traditional hard drive in favor of flash storage was a bold move that paid off, contributing to both performance and battery efficiency. Apple also introduced a high-resolution display with improved colors and sharpness, making the screen even more vibrant and pleasing to the eye. The MacBook Air's LED backlit screen not only enhanced the overall user experience but also contributed to the laptop's thinner design by eliminating the need for a bulky backlight. It felt like the perfect blend of portability and visual quality, something Apple had always been known for. Under the hood, the Intel Core 2 Duo processor was replaced by Intel's Core i5 and i7 chips, bringing an enormous boost in power without sacrificing the slim profile. Despite the impressive jump in performance, the battery life was better than ever, lasting up to 7 hours on a single charge. The combination of improved processing power, faster SSD, and longer battery life made the 2010 MacBook Air a serious contender for both professional and personal use. This second-generation MacBook Air marked a pivotal moment in the evolution of laptops. Apple had turned the ultra-thin laptop into not just a luxury item, but a truly useful tool for people who wanted both performance and portability. Retina display. The MacBook Pro, 2012. In 2012, Apple introduced a game-changer for the MacBook Pro lineup, the Retina display. It was a groundbreaking moment that raised the bar for laptop displays everywhere. For anyone who had been using laptops for years, the difference was immediately obvious. This was no ordinary screen. It was a stunning leap forward in display technology that completely transformed the way we interacted with our devices. The Retina display was more than just a higher resolution. It was about clarity, sharpness, and vividness. By packing in over 5 million pixels into the 15-inch model, Apple achieved an astonishing pixel density of 220 pixels per inch, ppi, making the individual pixels virtually invisible to the naked eye. For the first time, the MacBook Pro's display could deliver images, text, and videos with a level of detail that felt almost like looking through a window rather than at a screen. For creative professionals, designers, photographers, video editors, and artists, this was nothing short of revolutionary. The colors were richer, the images were crisper, and the contrast was deeper than anything seen on a laptop display before. Apple's Retina display allowed for true-to-life color accuracy with much higher brightness and greater viewing angles. It was clear that Apple had designed this display not only for everyday users but also for professionals who demanded the very best in visual performance. But it wasn't just about aesthetics. The Retina display also played a key role in improving the MacBook Pro's usability. With this high-resolution screen, users could view sharp text without the need to zoom or strain their eyes. Websites, documents, and images now appeared crystal clear, and text became easier to read for extended periods of time. It wasn't just a quality-of-life upgrade. It was a feature that made your time spent on the MacBook Pro more comfortable and immersive. In addition to the Retina display, Apple made other improvements that complemented this new visual experience. The new MacBook Pro was thinner and lighter than its predecessors, and the performance was upgraded with the addition of Intel's third-generation Ivy Bridge processors. Better graphics, and flash storage. These changes, together with the Retina screen, turned the MacBook Pro into a device that not only looked stunning but also delivered incredible power for demanding tasks. But perhaps the most exciting part about the 2012 MacBook Pro with Retina display was how it set a new standard. From that point forward, any new laptop that didn't have a Retina-level display seems outdated. Apple had redefined what users should expect in terms of laptop displays, and competitors had no choice but to follow suit. Breakthrough with the butterfly keyboard. MacBook 2015. When Apple released the MacBook 2015, it wasn't just another laptop, it was a statement. The real game changer? The butterfly keyboard. This new keyboard design aimed to be thinner, more stable, and more responsive than its predecessors. Boasting just 0.5 millimeters of key travel, the butterfly hinge mechanism allowed Apple to make the MacBook incredibly slim without sacrificing typing performance. On paper, the butterfly keyboard sounded like a win, more compact and precise with less key wobble, providing a quicker, smoother typing experience. For many, it felt almost like tapping on a flat surface, a futuristic touch. But while it looked sleek, the keyboard came with its fair share of issues. The shallow key travel and lack of tactile feedback turned some users off, while others experienced sticking keys or failure issues. And when those issues arose, Apple's non-repairable design didn't help matters. Still, the MacBook 2015 was a bold leap in design, showing that Apple was willing to sacrifice comfort for innovation. The butterfly keyboard may have had its critics, but it remains an important part of Apple's journey toward creating sleeker, faster, and more powerful laptops. MacBook Pro with Touch Bar 2016. In 2016, Apple introduced the MacBook Pro with the Touch Bar, and with it, a dramatic shift in how we interacted with laptops. This iteration was all about pushing the envelope, blending sleek design, performance, and innovation into one powerful package. But perhaps the most eye-catching feature? That thin strip of glass above the keyboard, the Touch Bar. The Touch Bar wasn't just a gimmick. It was an attempt by Apple to make the keyboard experience more dynamic, providing context-sensitive controls and shortcuts. Need to adjust volume, scrub through video footage, or skip a song in your playlist? The Touch Bar could do it all with a tap of your finger. It was sleek, interactive, and tried to give users something they hadn't seen before on a laptop. But while the Touch Bar generated buzz, the MacBook Pro 2016 came with mixed reactions. For some, it was the next step in laptop evolution, a new way to interact with their device, making their workflow more efficient. For others, it was a fad that didn't add enough to justify the added price. Some felt it was a bit gimmicky, with the added functionality not always feeling as intuitive or useful as Apple had hoped. Moreover, the removal of traditional ports also caused a stir. The 2016 model dropped USB-A, MagSafe, and SD card slots, forcing users to adopt USB-C ports for nearly everything. While USB-C had undeniable potential, it left many in the lurch, especially professionals who relied on legacy ports for their work. Despite these criticisms, the MacBook Pro 2016 was a technical powerhouse. It was the first to feature Intel's Skylake processors, providing significant performance boosts compared to previous generations. It also introduced more powerful graphics and a stunning Retina display that was brighter and more color accurate than ever before. Apple's Touch ID feature, embedded into the power button, further solidified this as a machine for the future, not the past. MacBook Pro reimagined. M1 Pro and M1 Max 2021. Apple's shift to Apple Silicon with the M1 chip in 2020 was a watershed moment for the company and the MacBook Pro lineup. For years, Apple had relied on Intel processors to power its machines. But the M1 chip changed everything. This revolutionary ARM-based chip was built from the ground up by Apple and promised faster performance, better power efficiency, and impressive battery life. With its seamless integration of CPU, GPU, and neural engine, the M1 MacBook Pro provided blazing speed and incredible efficiency in a compact form. It could handle demanding tasks like video editing, coding, and graphic rendering without breaking a sweat, offering hours of battery life even under heavy workloads. The shift to ARM also meant that users had to contend with the transition from Intel-based apps to M1 native apps. But with Rosetta 2, Apple made sure the experience was smooth, translating apps as needed. However, Apple didn't stop there. In 2021, the M1 Pro and M1 Max chips took the MacBook Pro to new heights. These new processors were specifically designed for the professional market, aimed at users who needed extreme performance. The M1 Pro and M1 Max were a huge leap forward from the original M1. They offered more CPU and GPU cores, increased memory bandwidth, and up to 64 GB of unified memory. These chips allowed professionals to tackle 3D rendering, machine learning applications, and high-end video editing tasks with ease, turning the MacBook Pro into the ultimate workstation. The 2021 MacBook Pro also came with a major redesign. Apple introduced 14-inch and 16-inch models with larger screens and sleek edges, offering more screen real estate and a better viewing experience. It was not just about the performance improvements. Apple listened to user feedback and brought back ports that had been removed in earlier models. HDMI, an SD card slot, and the beloved MagSafe charging port returned, while the controversial Touch Bar was replaced by a more traditional function key row, offering a more tactile and reliable experience. On top of that, the 2021 MacBook Pro featured a liquid Retina XDR display, a 120Hz ProMotion display, and extraordinary color accuracy, making it perfect for creative professionals who demand the best in visuals. Whether you're a photographer, videographer, or designer, this display elevated the user experience to new levels. The future. MacBook Air M2 and beyond, 2022 present. After the success of the M1, Apple didn't rest on its laurels. In 2022, Apple introduced the M2 chip, bringing even more performance and efficiency to the MacBook lineup. The MacBook Air was reimagined with the M2 chip, offering even better performance, longer battery life, and a thinner, lighter design. The M2 chip was built on the same architecture as the M1 but with improvements that made it even faster and more capable of handling demanding tasks. The new MacBook Air, with its revamped design and the M2 chip, was a major step forward in terms of portability and power. It was even thinner than the M1 MacBook Air and offered better performance, all while retaining the same incredible battery life. The M2 chip made the MacBook Air capable of running demanding applications, like video editing and music production, with ease. But the M2 MacBook Air wasn't just about raw power, it was about refinement. Apple introduced a new 13.6-inch liquid Retina display with thinner bezels, making the laptop feel more modern and immersive. The MagSafe charging port made a return, and the keyboard was further refined for a more comfortable typing experience. Looking ahead, the future of the MacBook seems brighter than ever. With Apple continuing to innovate with its M-series chips, the MacBook is poised to continue its dominance in the laptop market. We can expect even more powerful, efficient, and beautifully designed laptops from Apple, each generation building on the successes of the last. As we move into the future, we can only imagine what new features and innovations Apple will bring to the MacBook lineup. Whether it's further advancements in chip technology, display technology, or even new form factors, one thing is certain: Apple will continue to lead the charge in shaping the future of personal computing. Conclusion: a legacy of innovation. And that's the story of the MacBook. A true testament to Apple's innovation, design, and performance. From the first plastic MacBook to today's powerful M1-powered MacBook Pro and Air, Apple has consistently pushed the boundaries of personal computing. With each new release, they set new standards in design, performance, and user experience, shaping not just the laptop market, but the tech world as a whole. Looking to the future, the MacBook's legacy is clear. It will continue to lead the charge in innovation, pushing what's possible in personal computing for years to come. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.